Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our Switchvox Cloud demo today. I am Jessica Campus, the Cloud Product Marketing Manager here at Sangoma, and I will be sharing with you the benefits of hosted business phone system and showing you our Switchvox Cloud system today. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to check out our hosted solution. I know that the demo today could be for some new customers trying to get a glimpse at our phone system, perhaps for their own office or business. It could be for potential new partners looking to add Switchvox Cloud to your portfolio and to bring our solution to your customers. So I'm going to try to cover aspects of Switchvox Cloud that both parties would like to see. All right, quick summary on how we will spend our time today. We're going to do a quick company overview and why you guys should consider Switchvox Cloud. Next, we're going to move on to UCaaS and growth in the cloud market, a feature and phone recap, and then the fun's really going to start with the Switchvox demo, the Switchboard demo, I should say, and we will end with Q&A. You're going to notice in your GoToMeeting panel the ability to submit questions, so feel free to do so. I'm going to try to keep this at 30 minutes or less, so it'll be short and sweet and to the point. So if we don't get to all the questions live, we will follow up with you individually after the webinar. So no worries there. Let me go back one. There we go. Wanted to give you a quick overview of Sangoma and where Switchvox Cloud fits in, as well as just a general overview of our companies combined. For those of you that may connect Switchvox to the Digium name, so Sangoma acquired Digium in 2018, and the brilliant part about that acquisition is that it was the merging of the two largest open source communication projects. It was also the combining of resources to focus on Switchvox and Switchvox Cloud, which is our premier UC product. Combined, we bring our customers, you guys, a complete UC solution. You'll notice here it starts with asterisk at the very core of all the products. We have gateways, boards, SBCs, phones, SIP trunking services, of course, the full UC solution, and we're showing you the Switchvox Cloud today, app stores, carrier services. It's all coming to you from one single vendor. With over 35 years of experience, we work around the globe in over 15 locations, customers in over 150 countries, over 2 million deployments worldwide. So one thing that really sets us apart from all the other vendors out there is that Switchvox is software-based, and it's available in the cloud, which I'm going to be showing you today. It's available on-premise with an appliance that you installed there on site, or in a virtual environment, such as VMware. You have the ability to move seamlessly between those deployment methods. So, for example, if you need the upfront costs associated with on-prem, and then down the road, your company's finances would benefit from an operational expense, you could take a backup of your on-prem system, give it to us, and we put it in the cloud, and you're ready to go. It's that simple, and we have customers taking advantage of the flexible deployment methods every day. Today, we're focusing on cloud, so a lot of you guys may decide this is the right solution for you, and you have Switchvox Cloud, and just know if down the road, for whatever reason, you want to move to VMware and you want to take that backup and put it into your custom VMware environment, you can do that too. So you're not locked into any one deployment method with us, and that's really one of the biggest differentiators that we have. We are proud of our marquee customers. This just shows that we have some credibility in the industry. The companies you see here range from really large enterprises all the way to small to medium-sized businesses. All different industries are represented here. We don't just cater to one vertical. Our feature set, it can be used in different ways to meet many different customer needs. If you aren't a huge call center and you really just want a strong mobile presence, and we have your back. We can scale down to meet the needs of a small business. If you are a call center and you know that you would benefit from the robust feature set of recording, reporting, wallboards, queue manipulation, etc., we have your back as well, which leads me to my next few slides. We know that if you're looking around, there's a lot of options out there in the telecom industry. It can be quite saturated, and the more you research, the more it might all start to look the same. So in the next few slides, we will cover why Switchvox Cloud, how are we different, what makes us, in my humble opinion, the very best out there. I want to start off by mentioning that you are not alone in your thoughts of moving to the cloud. And in fact, it is very evident that the market is making a move as a whole. According to a recent survey, 43.2% of current on-prem customers are considering moving to the cloud. 62.6% of those customers that are currently on a hosted system are looking to move to one that has UCaaS features. A UCaaS solution is what they're looking for. So what is UCaaS? For those that may not know, it's Unified Communications as a Service. And that is what Switchvox Cloud is. It is the best of both worlds. It's a hosted business phone system with unified communication features, all included at no extra cost. As a service, you might hear this a lot in the industry. It's blank blank as a service, UC as a service, CC as a service. I swear something new is coming out every other day. All that means is that it's being delivered to you like a subscription. So, I mean, we all know about Netflix or Blue Apron, all those subscription-based services that are being delivered to you on a monthly basis. And that's what Switchvox Cloud is. It is delivered on a monthly basis. It's an OpEx or operational expenditure. UC, or Unified Communications, you'll hear UC a lot in the industry, but that's what it means, Unified Communications. It's what you'd expect from a business phone system, but it also includes features like what you see here: status, presence, conferencing, desktop interface, chat and video chat, mobility, and more. Other reasons people are considering the cloud is that it's great for multi-location businesses. It's one low monthly price that includes your phone service, so it's all rolled into one. You're not having to pay an analog provider or a PRI provider, and then the internet provider, and then a phone service provider. It's everything piled into one bill. It is scalable, which is great for growing companies. It's managed by us, so it's less work for you. And then the whole, like I said, CapEx versus OpEx. Many small to medium businesses don't have the money up front to invest in expensive hardware-based phone systems that they have to find someone to manage. The cloud is an OpEx expense, allowing you to pay a little bit every month instead of a large upfront investment, or CapEx. There are a few things you should consider when you're moving to the cloud. If you're not on the cloud now, I wanted to help you guys define a plan on how you can elegantly get there. The first thing you should do is prepare your network and your business. All hosted services, including the cloud, are delivered over the internet. We recommend at least 100 kilobits per second per concurrent call to ensure good call quality. If you wanted to go the extra mile and have a separate network for voice traffic, that's even better. In fact, some of our top partners even recommend that you do that. Second, finding a quality partner, it can help you prepare your network and make sure everything goes smoothly. For the most part, cloud is very easy to set up, but some customers would rather have a partner to make sure everything is done by the books. It's also nice to know someone locally who is knowledgeable. They can pop in if you ever need some quick training or if you need a quick phone reprovisioned. Third, take a backup or at least take very good notes of how your current system is set up. This is going to help our transitions team when you're getting set up on cloud. It is always helpful to have a customer who knows what they want and has an idea of how they want their calls to flow, rather than a customer showing up and not really having any type of game plan. It's always beneficial to have that made ahead of time. And lastly, take advantage of training material. Knowledge really is power, and a well-informed team is going to use the system proficiently. They're really going to take advantage of everything that Switchvox has to offer. What's the purpose of getting an amazing phone system with all these awesome features if you're not going to take the time to truly get to know the system, learn the features, and harness the power that you're being given? The one differentiator that truly sets us apart, guys, is that Switchvox Cloud has all features included. Those UC features, those business phone system features, the call center features, the contact center features, whatever you want to call it features, it is included. I tell customers all the time that we are the all-you-can-eat buffet of phone systems. There's no a la carte menu with us. And I'm going to show you a lot of these in real time today, so I don't want to spend too much time here. But I want to make sure that we showed you a slide that had just a few of the features our customers say are important to them in their day-to-day communications. One thing to remember is that the features that you need today could change as your company grows. So if you're thinking right now that you do not need a combination of these features, you can rest easy knowing that with Switchvox Cloud, you won't pay extra for those other features that you may end up needing down the road. We also want to mention that there's no hidden costs. When we talk about that, what we're really talking about is in the cloud industry, you'll see vendors advertise a really low seat cost. And then in a bait and switch manner, the customers will commit, they'll see the quote like, oh, this is a great deal. And then you receive your first month's bill, and then the taxes and fees are exponentially more than the customer agreed to paying. And that's how they've recouped a lot of their cost, is with those taxes and fees. With us, when you get a quote, what you see is what you pay, and you're not going to be taxed with all these recovery fees and extra fees that they make up to make the cost what they want it to be. We do not take the same approach, and we're really proud of that. Okay, another one of our differentiators that you will get to see in the demo today is the ease of use of our Switchvox Cloud system. We encourage all customers to take a demo of our system, and I know that's what I'm showing you today, just a quick demo, but like a personal demo to see the interface, because we really believe it is the easiest to use in the industry that we are in. You can deploy the best of the best technology. And if it's not easy for your users to adopt and take advantage of the features that you're getting, it is not a good use of your spend. We hear from customers more than anything that the ease of use of our system is a time saver and made the team more efficient than ever, because before they weren't able to really hit the ground running with the system. And thanks to our intuitive interfaces, they were really able to take advantage of these features on day one. Learning new technology is not fun for a lot of people. It is for me, but a lot of people do not like learning new technology. They are set in their ways, and we made sure to address that when we were building our phone system. Quickly going over our D6X series phones. Of course, you can see this on our website, but I wanted to cover them quickly for you here since they work so intimately with our system. The entry-level phone that you see here, the top one is our D60 or D62 IP phone. The only difference between these two phones is that the D62 is a gigabit phone. The D60 is just a standard 10100 Ethernet phone. The D65 underneath it is our mid-level phone. It is also a gigabit phone. It is physically the same size as the D60 and the D62, but it does have 4 additional BLFs on the side that you can scroll through. It's also Bluetooth compatible. We are SIP standards-based, meaning that we work with any SIP standard IP phone, but since we make our own phones, they are compatible with our system in many ways that third-party phones could never be. For example, our BLFs that I just mentioned are smart BLFs. You can hold them down, and they have additional functions. So you could press it lightly and call, like Mike right here. I could just press the little button next to his name and it calls him. Or I can do a hard press, and it gives me the ability to monitor him, which could come in handy if you're, for example, like a queue manager and you want to listen in on a call for training purposes. You can also screen your voicemails as they're being left, giving you the ability to choose if you want to pick it up right now or let it go to voicemail. And I want to mention before we move on that with Switchvox Cloud, you can rent or purchase a phone outright, whichever makes the most financial sense to your company. When you get a D-Series phone with Switchvox Cloud, our transitions team will program them for you. They're happy to do so. And so when you receive those phones in the mail, simply plug them in into the wall and you're good to go, because these are going to be pre-provisioned. The next one I want to show you is our D80. It is our flagship executive phone. It's on my desk right now. It's what I'm using, and I'm in love with it. As you can see, it really has the wow features. It has a 7-inch HD color touchscreen display. I know that's a lot of descriptive words, but there's a lot of description going on right here. There is not a button on this phone anywhere. It is a gigabit phone, and I love being able to see all my favorites on the screen, their status, scrolling between the contacts. It's also Bluetooth. It also supports a Bluetooth headset, as you can see down here, for to 100 contacts. And here's just a few quick screenshots of the phone. Here's those favorites that I was mentioning. I can see who's on the phone, what their status is. So right here, Jamie, it's lit up green. It shows he's on the phone. Ashley is not on the phone. She's on vacation. Tina's available. If I want to call these people, I just press their face and it calls them immediately. Voicemail, again, you can play, pause, delete, forward to another extension, all while listening to your voicemails in any order. It is all visual. This is also, by the way, voicemail to emails included, so these are available in your inbox. It's available on your mobile app, which we're about to show, the desktop soft phone as well. Right here, this is a new feature that just came out, our new conference widget. It's available in the D80. You can see a list of all the participants, and you will see the admin of the call can mute participants, also kick them from the call if needed. I know we've all been on conference calls with background noise, barking dogs from remote people, etc. So you can mute them. You can see it gives the little speaker icon next to the person that the volume or that the audio is coming out of. And then the last picture just shows, again, the screening of the voicemail. So as a voicemail is being left, I can press this button right here to screen it. They have no idea I'm listening. And if I decide that it's something that I need to pick up and take, it's important, I can't let them go to voicemail, just simply click the answer button or press the answer button. All right, we've had a mobile cell phone app available on Android and iOS for a few years now. I just wanted to give you a quick photo of it. You can transfer calls from your desk phone to your cell phone. It's free to download and converge to your DSeries desk phone. Just contact your system admin when you get set up with Switchvox Cloud if you're interested. It's very easy to set up. All you have to do is take a photo of a QR code and it auto provisions. All of your contacts, all of your statuses, they auto-populate. And this is perfect for road warriors, remote employees. This is also great for people in the medical industry or maybe lawyer offices, people who want to hide their personal mobile phone, because when you make a call using our mobile app, it shows up as your desk phone extension. They have no idea that you're in your car traveling to the courthouse or you're sitting in a drive-thru on your lunch break. They think that you are calling from your desk phone. So that's wonderful that you don't have to give out that personal information. You can use your personal mobile phone and be represented by your office or work number. The other soft phone option that we have is our desktop soft phone. This just came out with our 7.1 update, and this gives people the ability to minimize what they call their desktop footprint. It's something that's very much trending now. In the past couple of years, we've had people say, yeah, your desk phones are wonderful, we love them, but we have a couple people who would rather just use a desktop soft phone, which turns your computer essentially into a phone, plug a headset in, and be able to make calls. And this gives them that ability. It looks very similar to the mobile app that you just saw. You can make a call, click to call within your browser. You can hold, transfer, record, see the caller ID of who's coming in. Your voicemail is available right here, your contacts and your favorites, just like you saw on the desktop or on the desk phones and on the mobile app. And then you also get push notifications letting you know when an incoming call is coming in. And here I can see Michael's on the phone, even though his status is set as vacation, and I can see who's available and who's not. So we're giving you a lot of different phone options to use with Switchvox. So I appreciate everyone hanging on tight and getting through the first part of the webinar. We're going to take a quick look at the Switchvox Cloud Switchboard. It's our complementary web-based productivity tool. It's a bird's eye view into all of your company's communications. Without further ado, let's go ahead and switch to my live switchboard. Okay, so like I said, this is a complementary web-based productivity tool, meaning that you are not paying anything extra to take advantage of the switchboard. Every single extension has it. When I think of the switchboard, I think of those power users who are always on the phone, the receptionist, sales managers, customer service, and this could be in a variety of industries. It could be the receptionist at the attorney office, in a high school front office, in education. It could be in healthcare. Of course, the service industry could be, in the auto industry, the people in the service department. They also have receptionists, the sales team. So I feel like this switchboard can be used in a bunch of different ways for a bunch of different folks. And the first thing I want to call your attention to is the active call. So this is the number that I'm using for the webinar today. You can see I can put everyone on hold, transfer, and this is all with the click of a mouse. I can park you in the parking lot. I can record at any time, or I can hang up. From there, I can also see my call log, which is also on my phone. I can show you my voicemail. I can fast forward, rewind, call back. If you have a lot of people with the same name, for example, we have about 5 Davids here at Digium, I can forward it to the correct contact. And then, of course, you can delete it when no longer needed. Rapid dial favorites. This is a specific contact list I put together. This is also on my phone, on my DAT that's on my desk. This gives you the ability to quickly transfer to contacts that you're sending a lot of traffic to. So for example, Jason here, I can see his status. Tina, I could see her status and see that she's on the phone. And let's say you guys wanted to speak to her. I could call her, let her know, hey, I have so-and-so on the other line. Do you want to take this call? Do like an assisted or warm transfer? Oh yeah, Jessica, that'd be great. Send them on over, and then complete the transfer. Or I could just instantly transfer you to her. But since Tina's on the phone, we'll be nice, and we're just going to go ahead and put you in her voicemail box. I could say, oh, well, it looks like Tina's on the other line. Just 1 second. I'll give you her voicemail. Click, and you have dropped that intended party into that contact's voicemail. You can hover over the contact, see their name, their location, or their email address in that case. But here you can see Jason's here at the Huntsville office with me. I can intercom him, meaning that you will come through the speakerphone. So this is another thing. We hear about this a lot in the law business and the attorney business, where someone may want to intercom, say, hey, I have so-and-so in the lobby. Do you want me to go ahead and send them back? And then they could just speak right out there into the air and say yes. We also have a built-in chat and video. You can chat right here through the switchboard. You could say, hey, on a demo. And then I can leave this screen, go check my email, and when it comes back, it's going to pop up and give me a notification here. So it's good to know that even if you aren't on the switchboard, you're still going to be notified of what's going on. And I can also start a video chat with him. As you see, message received, hey Jess. And this is where you would start the video chat as well. So you could share your face or share your screen like we're doing today. I did break up in, right here, you'll see different individual user groups. You can title these groups whatever you'd like. So I have ICAM, Solution Specialist, Account Executives. That's what makes sense for my role right now. The people in IT or the people in engineering downstairs, they're probably going to have their fellow engineers or IT people. So this is where I encourage people to get creative and build the switchboard that makes sense to you. Here I can see my status for individuals. I can see their contact information, and I can see down here who they're on the phone with, which is great for management. So I can see Sherry's talking to Carrie. I can see how long that conversation is going on. And if this was a manager situation, I can choose to monitor that call. Maybe I'm the manager of the ICAM group, and I want to be able to see how Sherry's doing her first week. I can record the call, play it back later for training purposes. I can whisper Sherry, saying, hey, Sherry, this is Carrie, just so you know, she's one of our repeat customers. Make sure you offer this, whatever you want to secretly tell your employee and the customer not here. Or I can barge in, meaning it's a three-way conversation at that point. So this is all a lot of features we're throwing at you at one time, but I just wanted to quickly highlight all the robust feature sets that we have here on the switchboard. I want to finish this one off, this particular switchboard layout, with showing the new conference room widget that just came out with our 7.0 update. Now, I'm not using my conference bridge right now, but if I wanted to, I'd just click join, and I've automatically dialed into my conference bridge. It would show a list of all participants, the ability to mute or kick them, just like you saw on the phone, and then I can end the conference all with the click of a mouse. So it's lovely that it's built right in. Now, I know this switchboard works for me, but this may not work for everyone. So, I showed you the small call center features right here, but let's go ahead and show you a more robust switchboard. So if you are a manager for sales or service, this may be more of the switchboard that you have. The wallboard is going to show you a high-level overview of a queue, really just the top stats that you want to see on a day-to-day basis. How many people are waiting? What's the longest wait time? Right here, we got 1 out of 11 people logged in. Down here in sales, we got 3 out of 3. Everyone's all hands on deck right now. You can see they've taken 12 calls today, average wait time 7 seconds. That's pretty good in my book. So all in all, sales is doing great. I can see if they're on the phone here's the sales queue, by the way. I could see if they're on the phone, the duration, if it's a queue call or not. If someone was waiting, as of right now, there's no one waiting, which is a good thing. But if there were, you would see a name, contact number of the person waiting. You would see how long each person has been waiting. And as the manager, you have the ability to drag certain people up to the top of the queue. You can assign the caller to a particular queue member. So let's see, Mr. Smith is down here waiting. He's a longtime customer. Ashley's my most experienced person. I could assign Mr. Smith to Ashley, and the moment she's off the phone, Mr. Smith will ring her extension and not go to either Garrett or Corey. So as a queue manager, you have a lot of control over the way the calls flow throughout your queue. You could log people in and out, and this is all, again, built right into the switchboard. The last one I wanted to show you is just a contact-focused switchboard. So if you're thinking, hey, this switchboard is a lot for me, we're not a call center, just expand on your rapid dials. If you just want to quickly transfer calls, this is a very simple, watered-down switchboard, if you will, giving you the ability to just simply sit back and transfer calls all day long. So no matter what you're doing, the switchboard is for you, and I'm a big fan of it. We're going to move right along into the user portal. Everyone has a user portal. If given permission to do so, here is where you can make small changes to your phone, extension, record voicemail greetings, everything, all without having to put in an IT ticket. We want our end users to be as independent as possible, and thanks to this friendly interface, that is what you're going to get. 2 important end user features I'm going to cover today for you guys. Features to cover are going to be the soft phone app, the mobile app, and the status change and voicemail features. That is the most common feature request that we hear. So moving right on along, let's jump into the mobile apps. So I've got a couple things mirrored here for you today just to avoid congestion. I'm going to move that one off. And this is my live phone. As you see, I just put in my password, so you're seeing a live share of my phone. And I'm showing the mobile soft phone app. One thing I want to mention here is that the mobile soft phone app is more than just taking calls that would be going to your desk phone on your mobile phone. This is actually going to hide your personal cell phone. So this is perfect for people who may be in healthcare, like doctors, lawyers, someone who may not want to give out their personal cell phone number. They can be sitting in their car, use the mobile app, and when you call that client, customer, patient back, they're going to see your work number and have no idea that you're calling from your phone. So you can see the dial pad, you can see your call log, all the missed calls that I have. I can see my favorite contacts, which you just saw on my switchboard, so I can see Tina's on the phone, scroll through, see Lee is away on vacation. Here is my voicemail. I can change my status right here. And we also have the ability to toggle back and forth between how calls are handled. So right now I'm in cellular mode. Earlier when I was using my app, I was in a rural area. and I had better cellular service than I did data service. So you can go back and forth depending on where you're located in order to make sure that you have the best service. And another thing I quickly wanted to show you guys is the call log and the contacts. So here you'll see the Switchvox contacts that I have here at the corporate office, but you can launch iOS contacts if you wanted to open this up to your phone. Now showing you guys the desktop Switchvox soft phone side by side, just so you can see everything. Right now I had my status up right before we started today. I wanted to put my status in Do Not Disturb on a demo, and we're going to cover statuses more in detail here in just a bit. But you can see my contacts, you can see my favorites. Tina's still on the phone, there's Erica on the phone. Just one click and I'm on the phone with these individuals. My missed calls, voicemails. I can click to dial, like I mentioned earlier, using Firefox or Chrome dialer, or I can use the dial pad, and this is on my desktop. Again, all three available to converge. A couple other quick features I wanted to show is status and how quickly you can change your status and make your own. And status, I always tell people, is more than just a pretty little picture by your name on the switchboard or on the phone. Your status can send people to a different extension. It could send people to voicemail. You can create all of these call rules yourself. It's very, very powerful, and people should really, take advantage of it and use that status feature. And this is how simple it is. You go in here, create a call rule. You can pick a certain time frame. For example, if you have the pleasure of working from home Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can say on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I want my call to go to my mobile phone. And then you pick your status, and here you can drag it to the top to make that particular one active. You can set up your own call blocking rules here. Another thing you have in the user portal is the conferencing feature. That conference room that I showed you guys on the switchboard was set up right here. I simply picked 5 digits that I liked, and that is my extension with a 0 at the end. I was able to play a noise when people enter or leave, play music on hold, sure, why not? No one wants to hear dull silence. Hit save, and in 10 seconds, I just created a conference room, my own conference bridge. Voicemail features can be managed right here. I can record my voicemail greetings. I can set up voicemail to email, which, yes, is available to everyone. So you do not have an excuse not to check your voicemail. It's on all your phones and in your inbox. And this is all right here in your user portal. I'm going to get back to the presentation because I want to make sure that we have the time to answer your questions that may have came in. So if you'll bear with me, I'm going to pull up the questions and see what we have for today. So the first question that I have is, does it cost extra money for soft phones and a desk phone? That's a good question. It does not. A lot of people out there nowadays, they do charge extra for the phone, but with us, you can converge your desktop soft phone, your soft phone app on your mobile phone to your desk phone, and they are all represented by one extension. And you can have up to 5 Sangoma phones converged onto the same extension. So we're really proud of that. The next question I have is, can you use a headset with a Sangoma phone? Yes, you can use a USB headset. You can plug it into your computer, or you can hook it up to your phone, your desktop phone. That's what I'm using right now. I talk on one every day and walk around the office with it and take calls, so that is available. Another question I have is, who are some of our clients? Do you have any municipalities as clients? We do. I don't have a list of that particular vertical in front of me, but we do have some case studies that focus straight on that vertical. So what we can do is I would defer you to our resource center on our website, and you can filter by government if you wanted to know how different government agencies, whether it's like a city, like for example, City of Huntsville, or if it was another government entity that needed our phone system. We do have case studies for that. And if you want to talk more about it, I'm going to go ahead and put our contact information up, because I do think that it would be good for you guys to know how to contact us while we're answering these questions. Another question I just got in, is the Switchboard software a download? That's another good question because a lot of softwares are. No, it's browser-based. It is something that's available for every extension, like I said, and if you need help accessing it, simply contact your system admin. They'll get you set up. If you are the sysadmin, you can contact our support, or we have training videos online that'll show you how to set up a switchboard. I know I had to breeze through it pretty quickly today to get our light demo covered, but we do have some detailed videos online in our training center that show you how to set up a switchboard and how to create it depending on your needs. Next question, do you offer a free trial? We do. You get Switchvox Cloud for 30 days. You get 5 D60 phones, 5 extensions, 5 DIDs. And the cool thing about this is that it does turn into your production environment at the end if you decide to move forward. If not, that's fine. We can part ways after 30 days if it did not meet your needs. But if it did, anything that you create during that 30 days, like a queue call rule or something like that, it can roll into your production environment. So you don't have to get off a trial and get into production, which really does save a lot of time. Will Sangoma commit to keeping Switchvox on-prem and cloud at the same version? Because now it's on 2 different versions. So with cloud and with prem, it's something that we can't control with our customers. So our customers who may have an on-prem deployment, they own that appliance. Therefore, they have the ability to apply that update at a time that they feel is best. So if you want Thursday night at 3 a.m., you own that appliance and you are managing it, so you can choose to do that. With Switchvox Cloud, we're managing it. It's in our data center, and of course, we send out notifications just like any provider does, letting you know, hey, at this time on Sunday evening, we're going to apply this update or something like that. So we notify you multiple times ahead of time. So in that sense, it can't be switched automatically, a prem system and a cloud on the same version. It is manual since prem is out of Sangoma's direct control. But if you had a company that was deploying both, that's certainly an option. When you get the email that cloud is rolling on to this update, you can try to apply the update to your prem system in tandem so they're both on the same version. Will the Switchvox desktop soft phone be available for Switchvox Cloud, which is currently on a lesser version, a 6.7? It's actually coming out with 7.1. If you're currently a Switchvox Cloud customer and you're wanting to take advantage of the desktop soft phone, please do contact this number and let us know, because we're in the process of updating everyone to that right now. It's a big update and we're proud of it. So if this is something that you guys are going to use, give us a call or shoot us an email and let us know, because we'd be happy to take this off the webinar and see what we can do about getting your company up to date and getting it on that desktop soft phone. Are we able to have a cloud backup of an on-prem system in the event of a hardware failover? That's an excellent question. With the on-prem system, you again have the ability to take the backups at any time. And if you want to take that instance and put it into a cold spare or put it into a virtual environment, you can. I doubt that you'd want to be paying for a cloud service and an on-prem system at the same time, so it wouldn't fail over to our cloud, but we do have failover options for prem customers. So if you want to take that backup and immediately apply it to a cold spare appliance, it can be up and running. For example, if you're in a virtual environment, you can there's things you can do in VMware to handle that immediately, to where if a failure does happen, it automatically spins up another instance. So there isn't a scenario where if prem fails, the backup is automatically pushed into our cloud, but there's certainly options that you can take to prevent that from happening or to assist should that ever happen. All right. Again, guys, there's a lot we couldn't cover in our time today because I wanted to keep this close to 30 minutes. So please do reach out to us and request a demo online so we can actually do a personalized demo just for you and your company's needs. We're not going to waste your time. If you come to us and say, I am a school and I need these features, we are going to show you those features. If you come to us and say, I am an attorney office and we only care about these features, we will customize those demos to show you exactly what you need. So please reach out to us and let us know. All right. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. I went a little over, but I hope that we were able to give you some additional information. I hope that this webinar was informative. Hope you guys all walk away with a better understanding of how Switchvox Cloud is changing the way businesses are communicating every day. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and thanks again, guys.